And then from Politicus USA, this is one I was trying to find, Kathy, that I said I heard on the Sirius XM radio. I ran into the house to find this. I was listening to it on the radio. I ran in the house to find it and got distracted by something else. Well, I finally found it. Here's what it says. Trump refuses to declare coronavirus emergency until Jared Kushner is done researching. What the fuck is Jared Kushner? Is he an epidemiologist? Is he a doctor? Is he a genius? No, he's a piece of fucking shit whose family is just as corrupt as Trump's, who is trying to figure out a way to make money on this for the boss, for the capo. Calm down. Now, I got this at Politicus USA, but Politico reported it this way. As at the White House, some of Trump's closest aides have debated whether an emergency declaration is needed to ensure the resources are available. But they have yet to make recommendations to Trump, according to two people familiar with the situation. Health and Human Services Secretary Alex Azar is pushing for the designation, an emergency declaration. But Vice President Mike Pence, the great Christian who Trump tapped to lead the administration's response, is wary. He's wary. Mike Pence is wary it could trigger an economic tailspin. You crazy white-haired fucker, what do you think we're in? What do you call this? A 5,000-point drop in the stock market in the past week or so. What do you call that? We're now in a bear market, so-called. Oh, but I'm afraid it would trigger an economic tailspin. Where's the back of Trump's head so I can stare at something beatific? Oh, it makes me see visions of the Virgin Mary. Where, Trump? Where's the back of your head? Baby? Trump. I can't see it. My lodestar is gone. Trump. He's the one leading the task force. What would you like to say? We only have 3 minutes left.
Well, we have 3 minutes left of our live program, and then we have an undetermined amount of minutes left for our podcast. That's what I wanted to tell everybody. All right, Truth Seekers, there's been some confusion. I understand Malloycast subscribers are very excited about the extra long content that we now have, that we started this week. If you're a podcast subscriber, you get extra audio and extra video now beyond the hour that is broadcast on our website or on Progressive Voices. But that extra content comes as part of your podcast. So it's the whole show plus whatever extra minutes when you download your podcast. There's no place you can go because Progressive Voices closes the stream at 10. That's the end of the stream. We don't have another stream. So you have to get the podcast to get the bonus material, but it's there. And like Mike said, it might be 5 minutes, it might be 2 hours. It just depends on where the outrage takes him of the day. Right?
It'll never be 2 hours.
Well, probably not, but you never know, you know. So, folks, if you want the extended, extra-large, supersized Malloy show, you got to subscribe to the podcast. You go to MikeMalloy.com, and it's right there at the very top. And there's also information about us being in New York in May. We think that's still happening. We don't know yet, but it's all up there for your perusal. So MikeMalloy.com, subscribe to the podcast. More Malloy, still just 20 cents a show.
That's important stuff. Anyway, waiting for Jared Kushner to finish researching the subject of coronavirus. Can you fucking believe that sentence? That's what Trump is waiting for before he issues a declaration of emergency for the country. And because of the way the rules are set up in the United States, the way we govern ourselves, such a declaration is necessary. Nobody can do anything. Our little hands are all tied until this orange fucker, or whoever happens to be president, when this happens again and again and again, as it will, can make a declaration. Everything is there, but it can't be released until, in this instance, This incompetent, belligerent piece of shit in the Oval Office makes a declaration, and makes a decision, and he's waiting for his skinny, Mr. Death-looking son-in-law, Jared Kushner, of one of the crime families of New York, the Kushners. Yeah, his old man went to prison for all kinds of fraudulent shit. And so it goes. Hi, Truth Seekers. Mike Malloy here. As you know, we've switched formats and are now broadcast exclusively on the Progressive Voices Network. So that means you get fewer program interruptions, no corporate commercials, and lots of profanity. But our format change also means some of our radio listeners no longer hear the program. It's been a while since I mentioned our podcasts, so you may have forgotten that there is a way to listen to this program anytime you need a good dose of screaming. Visit MikeMalloy.com and subscribe to our podcasts. You have your choice. You can listen to The Ranting with the audio podcast, or listen and watch me lose control with a video podcast subscription. As a podcast subscriber, you can download the program to your mobile device and take me with you wherever you go. And if you have a friend who needs a dose of truth-seeking, you can give a gift subscription as well. That's MikeMalloy.com, and never miss a minute of the uncensored fun and frivolity.